Today we're talking about the Detroit Lions wide receivers and why I believe this wide receiver core absolute monsters, and it's going to make a big difference from last year and compared to this year, and that spells great news for us Detroit Lions fans. But before we get into today's video, if you're not a subscriber of Lions Nation Unite, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We do Wide Receiver Wednesdays, where Herman Moore, the great one, breaks down wide receivers for the Detroit Lions, and honestly, it's going to be prospects and all sorts of wide receivers from other teams. So if you like that type of content, hit that subscribe button. Let's go ahead and get in today's video. Last year, the Detroit Lions wide receiver was absolute butt cheeks. It was awful. When you come into the season, you had Perriman, Tyrell Williams, Kalif Raymond, who's not bad, but he was forced into a position where he probably shouldn't have been forced into. But when you look at it, it was terrible. Perriman didn't even make the team, and obviously Tyrell Williams went down with an injury. Jared Goff was forced into a terrible situation, and unfortunately, TJ Hockenson, his top tight end, got injured as well, and it was really rough for him and the wide receiver threat all around. Kalif Raymond did show out really well for the Detroit Lions. Came out of nowhere, the guy who's size of a football, and he was making some big plays. Given the circumstance, he's never been thrusted into a position like that before, but he did the best that he could do with his opportunity that he's given. And then Quintez Cephus was really starting to show out last year, and of course the injury bug hit him. He went down, and it was really in a bad, dire situation. Make sure you guys hit that like button really quick. Smash that like button. Let's see if we can get to, I'd say, at least 150 likes. I think that's doable for this video. Keep going on here. It was a mess. It was an absolute mess. Then we had an opportunity to get Josh Reynolds, and the offense started to pick up a little bit. As you notice, the wide receivers got a little bit better. We had some trust with Jared Goff and Josh Reynolds, and we're starting to see something more improved from an offensive viewpoint right there. Before that, though, it was just absolute cheeks. If you look at the first half of the season, the offense was god-awful, very bad, and it had to do with these wide receivers. Now we come into the 2022 NFL season. Brad Holmes, Dan Campbell made sure that they changed this position in a big way. Coming into this season, we had the worst wide receiver core in the NFL, and I'm going to tell you why. I think we have at least a top 10 wide receiver core. I think the wide receivers are outstanding, and they mesh well together from one strength and compared to the other. You have good size and you have good speed. All around, it's a really good dynamic offense, something we haven't seen in a while. We don't have that big wide receiver like a Calvin Johnson, but we have a very good core from 1 to 6, even if you want to go 1 to 7 as a guy on a practice squad. Really freaking good. And we're going to go ahead and just start with how they started this bad boy off. And we were assigned Kalif Raymond, which I'm perfectly fine with. To me, he's not a number 1, number 2, but for this offense, he's going to be thrusted into a number 6 spot / kick returner and punt return, in which for his ability, that is absolutely perfect. He did good for, I'd say, even for a number 2, number 3 last year. So making him a number 6 kick returner, punt returner, that's outstanding to me. I mean, he's given that spot, he'll make some plays for the Detroit Lions, no doubt about it. If there's injuries, we know he can step up for a number 4, number 5, even to a number 3 spot. We know what he can bring, so I'm perfectly fine with it. And then the contract was not that high, so of course that's always a good thing. Bringing back Josh Reynolds to the Detroit Lions was a smart move for the Lions. When he came to Detroit from Tennessee, the offense sparked. Jared Goff had a chemistry with him and clearly believed in him and trusted him. The offense took off, much improved, just absolutely much improved. He can get open. He can get separation. He's not the fastest guy in the world. He's not the most dynamic wide receiver in the world. But given where he's going to be on this offense, as a number 4, you cannot complain about that because he can be thrust in a number 2 spot given the pinch, no doubt about it. We've seen it last year. He has that ability to do so. For him to be thrusted right now into that number 5, number 4 spot, that's a no-brainer in my opinion. And you're going to see some big games from him, I believe, in 2022 NFL season. And so that is a very, very good, smart move for Brad Holmes to go ahead and re-sign him. But we don't stop there. Quintez Cephus was injured last year. I think he's right now the wild card. What's going to happen when it comes to the wide receivers? Because there is going to be a fight for, to make this roster. I like Quintez Cephus. I really hope he makes the team. It was unfortunate he got injured last year, but we've seen it. What he's really good at is making these hard catches. I think that's Quintez Cephus' strong point. A catch you shouldn't think he should make will make. He knows how to get the ball before getting out of the out of bounds area. Before he's good with his what do we call that? The toe swag there, getting his feet in bounds and getting that catch. Very good at that. He's not the fastest guy in the world, but he's slippery smooth. And he's a very good wide receiver for this offense because we have speed. We don't need to have him to be the fastest guy in the world, but we need him to make the big catches when it counts on third down and to be able to get that first down, the vital part. And that's what he is. He's exactly that. A very good complement to what we have right now with DJ Chark, who we picked up in free agency. Now, this guy can be a master boom wide receiver for the Detroit Lions because he is fast, he is tall, and he knows how to get open. The only question mark for DJ Chark is not his ability, it's his being on the field. And to me, that's out freaking standing if he can play this year. It is an absolute diamond if he can stay on the field. He's a very good wide receiver. This guy could get 1,300 yards. He's big play. The play action will work with DJ Chark. And something that we got going on right now is we have a good core of running backs. That means the play action is going to be big time. And you're going to see DJ Chark get these monster yards. And I must say to the rest of the NFL, if he plays this year, you need to worry. You need to pay attention because he's going to beat your defense. He's going to be able to get those 40-yard bombs, and he's good at contested catches. This guy's an absolute monster. Underrated signing for the Detroit Lions this offseason. Absolute underrated signing. And he was the guy that took the top off the defense that we didn't have last year. Now we do, but it doesn't stop with him because we're going to be talking about taking the top off the defense, obviously, with Jameson Williams. So then you get Amon-Ra St. Brown, who is our Golden Tate type of player. This guy knows how to find the holes in the defense and just hits it. He just hits it every single time. This guy is one of the best receivers to me, all-around receivers. When it talks about speed, open, he's a great route tree just all together, just as a circle if you were to put all the abilities. He's one of the best in the NFL for that. We've seen what he did last year. He just roasted defenses, and they all knew we were going to him because Jared Goff kept going to him when everything was falling apart, and he was still open. And now you give Amon-Ra St. Brown, a DJ Chark, and a Jameson Williams. Good luck. Good freaking luck. He's going to get over 1,000 yards. He has a chance to make the Pro Bowl. He's going to make this offense absolutely dynamic. And last year, our offense was all right, throughout the whole season. Started off bad, got better in the second half of the season. This year, if you're fantasy owners, this offense should be one you should pay attention to, absolutely. Players like a DJ Chark and Amon-Ra St. Brown. Amon-Ra St. Brown is the biggest steal of last year's draft. And I think he's going to continue to grow and just get better as the season goes along, as we've seen last year. He got better as the season went along, and he's going to continue to do that now with one-on-ones. Good luck. This is a monster. A lot of monsters on this offense. And now Jameson Williams, best wide receiver in this last year's draft, is right now he is the dynamic, big time play, scary, fast wide receiver that's going to be seen a lot on SportsCenter for highlight reels. This guy, he is underrated. Everyone talks about his speed, and which is awesome. He's fast, but he is extremely underrated in his route tree and his ability to stop and go on his breaks. This guy is going to be making play after play after play. If you like big offense, speed offense, you got it right here. You got your Tyreek Hill. You got your big time play maker right now in Jameson Williams. When he's healthy, taking the top off the defense is going to be a norm here in Detroit. You know, we're talking about 2011 type of offense where we're just racking up yards. And I think that the Lions offense are going to do that. Now, it's not the same type of wide receivers like we had in 2011, but from wide receiver 6 to 1, good luck. This is going to be one of the best receivers in the NFL, and you put them all together on one field. If they want to go 4 wide, 5 wide, you know, we're doing 2-minute offense, and what Ben Johnson wants to do, we're going to be able to do that 2-minute offense. There's no doubt about it. Hail Marys, good luck. Someone is going to be open. A DJ Chark, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jameson Williams, even Kalif Raymond. Hell, someone is going to be open. You cannot just focus on everyone. Someone is going to be open. And if they do, somehow you got a running game that's going to complement it, and that's why play action is going to be glorious. The Detroit Lions have a hell of a wide receiver core, and the rest of the NFL is going to have to pay attention. And look, I'm not the Homer Detroit Lions fan. I'm not. You know me. But this wide receiver core is scary good. Scary good. There's no excuses for a Lions offense to put up mad points, and I think that's what they're going to do. Let me know how you guys rank the Lions wide receiver core. You know, do a 1 out of 10. 10 if you're really confident. If you think this is the best wide receiver core in the NFL. 1 if you're not too confident. Let me know from a 1 to 10. Let's see what you guys think.